All right, good afternoon, everybody. I am, like many of you, have been watching and praying over the last few days as hurricane and now tropical storm Harvey have really decimated our city here in Highlands and the entire region around us, Greater Houston, all the way through southeast Texas. And like many of you, I've been sitting there just waiting for an opportunity to be able to help. And so this morning, I am coming to you from the church office. Our church office has reopened. We're open from 9 to 3 today on Tuesday. We're also going to be open from 9 to 3 on Wednesday and Thursday, barring something unusual happening. We'll be closed on Friday like usual. But what I wanted to tell you today was a little bit about what we can be doing now as a church. We know that Jesus calls us to help those in need. And there are a ton of people out there in need in our community and the surrounding area right now. So first, what I want to tell you is that if you are a church member that is in need, or if you're a church member who knows somebody in need, to let us know here at the church. We've been trying to get in touch with as many people as possible, but we know we haven't gotten in touch with everybody. So I want to ask you to get in touch with the church. We are having an issue with our phone system here due to some of the weather, and so we want to ask you to email us if you have an issue or you know somebody in the church who has an issue that needs help. We want to be able to do everything we can to get you help. And so make sure to email us. Our email address here at the church is highlandsmethodist@gmail.com. Again, that's highlandsmethodist@gmail.com. And so we want to make sure you email us. We'll be checking that email to make sure we can provide any help we can to those of you who are in need right now. The second thing is the ability to help those in our community immediately. I know that there's a ton of need out there. If you spend any time watching the news, you know this. I want to let you know about a couple of shelters that are set up in our area and in some of the communities right that border us here in Highlands. The first, we have the shelter set up here in Highlands. It is at First Baptist Church, which is located at 210 Magnolia, just a couple blocks down from our church here. The phone number there is 281-426-4551. As of right now, they only have a couple of people in the shelter and they don't have any needs, but as this storm progresses and the days ahead, they may have additional needs. So if you need anything, First Baptist Church at 210 Magnolia here in Highlands is where there's a shelter set up. Also, if you look at Crosby, there are two shelters set up in Crosby. The first is at Crosby Middle School in the gym. That's at 14703 FM 2100. It is full right now. They don't have any needs immediately. Their phone number there is 281-328-9264. So you can call them in case there are any needs that come up in addition. There's also a second shelter set up in the American Legion Hall. They're in Crosby. That's at 14890 FM 2100. They are open, and they are in need of several things. They are in need of adult medication, as well as children's Tylenol and Motrin and toiletries. They're in need of toiletries for those that are there. They do have food. They do have clothes. But if you can help out and you're in the Crosby area and you have any of those things, you can drop them by the American Legion Hall there on 2100. Also, there is a shelter open in Baytown. It's at Memorial Baptist Church. If you live down in the Baytown area, that's at 600 West Sterling Avenue. That shelter is also full right now. So if you need to get in touch with that shelter, the number there is 832-695-3825. And then when you call, make sure to press 0 so that you can get through to a person to speak to. And so those are a few of the shelters open up in our area that have opened up, and that several of them, like we said, are full, but some of them do have places, and then you can get in contact with them. We'll also be including that information in an email we're going to send out to the church here in just a little while. The third thing right now is long-term help. There's going to be a lot of long-term help needed after this event is over. And so in order to help long-term, we're going to be putting together flood buckets for the United Methodist Committee on Relief here at the church. You may remember that after the tax day floods, We did this here at the church. These buckets contain cleaning supplies that can help people clean up after a flood. And we've all seen the flooding waters, I'm sure, all around the area, both here in Highlands and around Houston, that they're going to need these, and a lot of them. And so we're going to work on putting those together. We're going to put on our Facebook page a list of items to fill a bucket with. We're also going to include it in that email we're going to send. We're incredibly blessed here in the Texas Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church to have a disaster relief dedicated office. Dr. Scott Moore heads that up out of the conference office. And so we will be able to put these together. We will be able to hand them out in our community where they are needed. And we can also then take them to them, and they can take them to other areas of the community and the surrounding area that need them. And so we will have that list available on the website, available on our Facebook page, available in that email. We'll have a list available Sunday in worship here at the church that you can pick up. If you can't put one together yourself, or you can't go out and get the items, the approximate cost of one of these buckets is about $50. If you'd like to donate to help us buy supplies to make a bucket, you can write that check to the church and include flood buckets in the little memo line there, and we'll make sure that it goes to that. So we will be here to try to help out you in that way if you can't put your own bucket together in particular. Now, the last thing is things that are going on here at the church. The church has been largely unaffected by this storm, thank goodness. We thank God for that. But there are going to be a few little schedule changes for this week. Like I said, the office will be open the rest of the day today until 3, and then from 9 to 3 Wednesday and Thursday like usual. But there will be no Bible study on Wednesday at 12:30. We're going to cancel that. Our new Bible study for the fall will start the next Wednesday at 12:30. Again, that's September 6th. We'll be starting our fall Bible study. Also, choir practice is canceled on Wednesday night, so make sure to make note of that on your calendar. And also, I want to invite you to join us for worship on Sunday. It was a very difficult thing not to be in worship with the community on Sunday, this past Sunday, but we want to invite you to come back. Sometimes it is in times like these most difficult times, where just coming together and worshiping God together can be a wonderful, wonderful thing to encourage us. And so I want to invite you to join us on Sunday at 10:45 for worship together. And in that vein, I want to read a small passage of Scripture to you, a passage that I think is so applicable for this situation that we face right now. And it comes from Psalm 46. It goes verses 1 through 3 and verse 7. This is what it says. It says, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Though the earth should change, though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble with its tumult, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge." So I hope that in these next few days we can continue to trust in God together, and that we know that God will pull us through. And so to all of you out there, stay safe, do your best to stay dry, and remember, contact us at the church office if you need anything. We are here to help. Take care.